us continue onwards. Question number 3 of exercise 6.4. In this question, it is given that there are two triangles ABC and BDC on the same base BC. So you need to prove that area of this triangle ABC to that of area of triangle DBC is equal to this AO upon OD. Now, as you know, we are there in the application of our area theorem, where we do need to apply the formula of area somewhere, that is half into base into height. So first thing you need to do, you draw these perpendiculars like AM from here and DN from here, so that I just can talk about the area of triangle ABC in terms of half into base into height. Similarly, BDC also half into base is BC and height is now DN. So just mention this step in construction. Then write the area of triangle ABC in terms of half into base into height. AM is the height here, and area of triangle DBC, that is again half into base into height. DN is the height here. So give it number 1. Now if you see here, if I divide it to take this ratio of area of triangle ABC to that of area of triangle DBC, somewhere I will be getting the ratio of these two, half into BC into AM upon half into BC into DN. So you just can reduce it into its lowest term by cancelling this half BC, half BC. So you are left with AM upon DN. Now let us focus our attention. What do we need to prove and where do we reach after this? Now we are there. Area of triangle ABC to that of area of triangle DBC is equal to AM upon DN. But I don't want AM upon DN. I want AO upon OD. Simply, I need to remove this, replace this AM upon DN by AO upon OD. Let us go back to this figure now. And here you see AOM and DOM are the parts of these two triangles. So I simply have to check whether these two triangles are similar or not. So you see here, if I observe these two angles, 1 and 2 are vertically opposite angles, and these angles M and N are the right angles. So two triangles easily I am finding are similar by angle criterion. So AM upon DN easily I can replace by AO upon OD. So that was the requirement which I need to prove. So hence you can conclude your answer over here. Next, question number 5. Again, is a very interesting question which you did in class 9 also. The application of midpoint theorem. There it was, one whole triangle ABC is given to you and their respective midpoints are there. D is the midpoint of AB, E is the midpoint of BC, and F is the midpoint of AC. Now you need to prove, if I join these midpoints, I will be reaching somewhere at this triangle DEF. This is the triangle DEF I am getting over there. So I need to prove the area of this triangle to that of the area of whole of this triangle is equal to what? That ratio I have to determine. So if you recall that class 9, where you did the applications of midpoint theorem, it was proved there when we are joining the midpoint, the whole triangle is getting divided into 4 triangles which are congruent to each other. So finally I said that area of the one triangle is 1 by 4 of the area of the whole triangle. So answer is already available with me. I know that very well. The ratio will be equal to what? 1:4. But that there it was an application of midpoint theorem. Now the question is added to your area theorem. So how I can make use of area theorem here to prove the same? No doubt, starting I will be doing with my MPT only. So here you just start D and F are the midpoints. So your DF will be parallel to BC, I have mentioned over there, and DF is equal to half of BC. Similarly, if you apply for this side, E and F are the midpoints. So EF again will be equal to half of AB and will be parallel to AB. So in that way, that was all used in midpoint theorem in class 9. So you will be reaching somewhere in this FED. AFED is a parallelogram. Similarly, here DBEF is also a parallelogram. So when you are getting these, you mentioned that AFED is a parallelogram. Then from there you will be getting your angle A is equal to angle E. Angle A, this angle A is equal to angle E. As you are saying, AFED is a parallelogram. These are the opposite angles. So these are the opposite angles you can mention there. And similarly, you said DBEF again is a parallelogram by the application of midpoint theorem. Again, you can conclude that this angle B somewhere will equal to this angle F there. Why? Again, you are saying this DBEF is a parallelogram. So these again are the opposite angles of the parallelogram. So I have proved now angle A is equal to angle E and angle B is equal to angle F. Let us go back now in whole of the triangle ABC and this triangle DEF. So if you compare these two triangles now, angle A you are saying is equal to what? Angle E. Angle A is equal to angle E. So angle A is the angle lying in ABC and angle B you are saying is equal to angle F. So A is lying in ABC, E is lying in EFD. So one pair of the angle, that is angle A is equal to angle E, I have proved. Then another pair ABC is the angle lying in the triangle ABC and angle F is the angle lying in the triangle DEF. Try to understand that. So angle B is equal to angle F means the another pair I have proved in triangle ABC and in triangle DEF. Angle A is equal to angle E and angle B is equal to angle F. Means now I have shifted to what? Similar triangles, and I proved that these two triangles ABC and DEF are similar to each other by which criterion? Angle criterion that I have mentioned there. So area of triangle DEF will to that of area of triangle ABC will be equal to the ratio of their corresponding sides, means their square of the ratio of their corresponding sides. So as per my convenience, DF square upon BC square I am taking that. So DF you said is half of BC. DF is half of BC by empty. So either you write BC is half of BC is equal to DF, that also you can mention, or DF I have replaced by half of BC. So half means 2 will go to the denominator, BC I just can cancel with BC and I will be left with 1 by 2 whole square only. So that gives you 1:4. So how we shift the answer from our midpoint theorem to area theorem, that is a new thing added to your knowledge here as comparative to your class 9. So please pay attention to that part. In BPT and its application also you saw how we have used that basic proportionality theorem and its converse to use the proof of your MPT and its converse. So you please keep on noting all these things and just see the difference. That was a lengthy process. Here you are definitely in position to save your time. Let's go to question number 6 now. There are two triangles given to you, ABC and PQR. ABC and PQR are similar triangles and AD and PM are the medians. Now you have to prove area of the ratio of these two triangles. Ratio of the area of these two triangles, that is ABC and PQR, are in proportion to the square of their corresponding medians. We said that is equal to the square of their corresponding sides, but that is also equal to the square of their corresponding medians. And please add somewhere in your textbook that will also be equal to the ratio of the square of their altitudes. If you will be drawing the altitudes over there in place of AD and PM, that will again equal. And if these are the angle bisectors, AD and PM are the angle bisectors, again that will be the equality of the two triangles in terms of AD and PM. Means the ratio of the area of two similar triangles, I mean to say, is always equal to ratio of their corresponding squares of their corresponding medians, comma, altitudes, comma, angle bisectors. So this is applicable for all three. So we are proving for medians. So let us see how we can proceed here. As you are given, ABC similar to PQR, fine. So if the two triangles are given similar, their corresponding sides will always be in proportion. And I just have picked up that angle B is equal to angle Q because the triangles are similar. So I have mentioned this number 1. Then AB upon PQ, I have written is equal to BC upon QR, but BC upon QR I just can represent in terms of half of BC upon half of QR. Why? Because I need to use these terms, median over there. So half of BC is BD and half of QR is Q. So that I have done there. AB upon PQ I have replaced by BD upon QM, and reason I have mentioned there. So from 1 and 2, now here you said AB upon PQ is equal to what? AC upon PR or BC upon QR. So here you are saying that is equal to AD upon PM. So AD upon PM. Therefore AB upon PQ is equal to what? AD upon PM. AD upon PM. As I have proved these two triangles. Now AB upon PQ is equal to BD upon QM. This upon this is equal to this upon this, because I have taken half of BC and half of QR, and angle B is equal to angle Q. So angle B is equal to angle Q I mentioned there. So from 1 and 2 I can say triangle ABD is similar to triangle PQM by SS criterion. So your AB upon PQ easily I can write is equal to what? AD upon PM. So ratio of the area of these two triangles was equal to AB square upon PQ square, but AB upon PQ now you have proved is equal to AD upon PM. So AB square upon PQ square in terms of AD upon PM will be equal to AD square upon PM square. So in that way you can just do this question number 6 also. Let us quickly go for this question number 7 also.